And you already know what it is. Jay Williams, Let's Live Life, and we're back. I've told y'all before, there are some stupid people in the world. People make bad decisions. And I wouldn't necessarily say that puts them in a stupid category, but all in the same, there's some dumb people in the world. Thinking back to some of the craziest reasons I heard guys were locked up. A lot of dudes in Philly. Y'all know Philly, man. Philly's just wild in itself. Philly's its own entire monster. A lot of dudes in Philly are locked up on just dumb-ass charges. A lot of dudes here in VA are locked up on dumb-ass charges. So today we're going to speak on that. Some of the stupidest things I heard dudes had done to get locked up. How you going to rob somebody that's dying? They pass away and you think, oh, there ain't no victim, ain't no way I could get charged with robbery. Yeah, joke's on you. I think that's how I'm going to start today's story, by giving y'all that one, man. And when it's all said and done, man, please do me one favor. Think before you do things. Don't end up on the news, in the newspaper, in a box in the ground, in a box in somebody's prison being warehoused like an item on a shelf. Use your brain. That's why God gave you a brain. If you weren't, He didn't intend for you to do something. He'd have created you and just turned you into a rock. Some of y'all can't get that. I was a rock for the longest time. Just a functional one. So anyways, that's what we on now. That's what we're doing today. Dumbest reasons I heard people got locked up. Stupidest reasons. Guys got sent off to prison, man. As y'all can see, I'm still sick. I'm pale. Pale like powder. Johnson & Johnson skin complexion. Look at me. I look like notebook paper. Like an index card. Like, I keep somewhat of a tan, but I feel like the sickness has just took all this shit up out of me. Y'all know I done seen it. Y'all know I done lived it. So, let's relive it. Got all my bids in Philly. I had a lot of different cellmates. And shout out to the dudes that have hit me up in the comment box. You know, they said, what's up, Jay? I used to be your cellmate. Salute to all y'all, man. I've had that happen several times. But, starting, my first bid in Philly was at 19. My last one being at 24. So over a 5-year span, I was in and out of, different institutes because of shit I was doing out in Philly, right? Like I said, I've had a lot of different cellmates. A lot of different cellmates. From being at this place to that place, from going to the hole. You go to the hole, they give you a cellmate. Come out the hole, you go in a new cell. They got multi-purpose rooms where there's like 4 guys in there, including yourself. At one point, they had us packed in 6 tight, right? I've had a lot of cellmates. Dude, I don't remember dude's name. I remember his face vaguely, but I remember his charges because you just don't forget certain things. I come out the hole, come into a new pod. I'm in an empty cell. I'm loving life. And the great thing about an empty cell is you don't have to deal with no cellmate. It gets a little boring sometimes because you ain't got nobody to talk to, but you can do things you wouldn't usually be able to do if you had a cellmate. Walk around that bitch half naked if you want to. Ain't nobody in there to see you. You know what I mean? Use the bathroom when you want to. Ain't nobody in there to see you. You can, when ain't nobody looking, you can get your rocks off, do your thing in the privacy of the cell. Ain't nobody in there looking. Then they bring this young dude in, man. Younger black dude. He had just turned 19. He did. He was talking about his birthday had just passed. And he was locked up for it, right? Dude is from Germantown. Y'all know where, my Philly cats know where Germantown is at. Y'all know, it's been known to go down out there. Tells me he's just a little hustler, man. This dude is like a little slime ball. Like, he's a hood reject. Like, when everybody got their hood pass, his got stamped it with a bing, big old reject sign on the front, because dude's just a flunky. Said they're out there one day, man, him and a bunch of other dudes are hustling. And I kind of took a liking to dude up until he told me this, because of just how grimy you got to be to do something like this. Said he's out there with his homeboys and they're hustling. And this is an everyday thing. And I mean, I get it. I've done it. You know what I mean? I've done hand-to-hands. So he gets up, goes out there with them, is posted up where they post up out on this block. They're standing out in front of this little store, catching sales as people walk down the sidewalks and people pull up and stuff, and people come up on bikes. Like I said, Philly's just different, man. Never know what's, so ain't no telling what somebody might pull up on in Philly, right? He said they hear shots, man. Bang, 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 bang. Like a whole ass load of shots rang out, and they kind of puts them in tense mode because, you know, somebody's shooting out here, man. We got to stay alert, stay alive. He said, so they looking around and they don't see nothing. They don't see nobody running. So they go back to mind their business. A couple minutes comes by. Dude comes running down, comes out from beside, in between the buildings, comes running down the sidewalk, all shot up. Dude had been shot a bunch of times. Says this dude's getting close to him. He's like, y'all help me, y'all help me. They more concerned with their clothes. I said, y'all ain't helped the man? He was like, man, I had on fresh Timbs. Like, this dude's bleeding everywhere. Like, nah, we told him, yo, take that shit over there somewhere. So let me get this right. The man's shot. He's dying. And instead of trying to help the man live, y'all's concern was getting blood on your clothes. Like, I can't wrap my head around that, man. I would be worried about the human life, man. I'm going to try to help this dude live, right? So they told him, oh, nah, back up, man, back up. Like, nah, you can't come over here and die, man. The block gonna get shut down. We ain't gonna be able to hustle out here. Like, you need to take that shit around the corner somewhere. Go over there and die. Dude collapses. People are looking by now. People done come out the stores. People are looking out their windows. He said, dude is laying on the ground, and dude died right there in front of him. Shot up. Get shot up around the block, right? He said, so he's looking at other people, and they coming out of stores and shit, and he's looking down, and he can see money like hanging out the top of dude's pocket. And he's like, he said, my thinking was, man, dead man don't need no money. Like, what's a dead man gonna do with money? He said, so I ran his pockets. You know what I mean? Like, and when he said that, I was like, bro, come on, you're telling me you went in a dead man's pockets and took his money? Like, thinking to myself, how much lower can you get? You already shunned the man off because you didn't want to get blood on you. You didn't offer the man any type of help. Not that at that point, you know, because from what he said, the man died pretty much around the same time he got up to where they were at. He just collapsed. Boom. Fell out. Succumbed to his gunshot wounds, right? He said, hell nah, man. He said, I ain't think nothing of it. He said, man's dead. What's he going to do with the money? You can't take money to heaven. He said, so I ran his pockets. Went up in his pockets, took all the money out, took some other stuff he had. Boom. Cops show up on the scene. He said, we peel off, walk down the block. You know, most of us are dirty. We got stuff on us. One of my homeboys and them got a gun on them, so we're not going to stand there and get questioned by the cops and give them a reason to, what y'all doing posted up in front of the store? Search us and go to jail behind this dude getting shot. He said, so we go down the block, post up down there a little bit. There's more and more cop cars. So we decide, hey, we could take it in for the day, man. Just go in the house, let this shit pass, and then we'll come back out here. Ain't nobody coming out here and copping right now. You ain't getting no sales. You going to jail out here. You try to sell something with all these cops out here right now. Said so him and the homeboy dap up. They go in a separate direction. He goes to his house, goes in, chills there for a while. He said, you know, later that night, 10:30, 11 o'clock, the crime scene is finally cleaned up. They then took down the crime scene tape. Still blood on the sidewalk. The body's gone. All the cop cars are gone. The little cones are gone. He said, boom, I get back out there and jump straight back into it. Back in the hustle mode, right? He said, I'm literally standing exactly where I was standing there earlier, and there's still blood on the pavement. He said the store owner had come out with like a bucket and tried to rinse the blood off, but the blood had stained the pavement. There's this big ass blood stain on the pavement. I'm just standing there, right? Like when I walked up, I stepped over top of it because I didn't want to get my boots dirty. As he's telling me this, I'm disliking dude more and more and more, right? I'm like, man, this dude ain't shit. Like, you a cruddy individual. You a grimy ass dude to go in somebody's pockets. And he kept sticking to the defensive. But the man's dead. What's he need money for? How you gonna rob somebody after they die, right? So he said, I'm just out there doing my little hand-to-hands with two of my homeboys, man, catching sales here and there. All of a sudden, his car jumps up. These people run out, jump up, run up on us with guns and put us against the wall. Get up against the wall, get up against the wall. He said, they pull, my hood back, look at my face, identify me, and put me in the back of a cop car. He said, so I got drugs on me, They ain't even searched my homeboys. Once they identified me, they searched me and my two homeboys and told them, you know, beat the street with your feet. And beat cops should say that. Beat the street with your feet. Like, get up out of here. He says, so my homeboys peeled off. They pulled the stuff out of my pocket. I got all this loose money in my pocket for making sales, different drugs in my pocket, some personal weed. And they boom, they throw me in this cop car. There's 2 cops in the front, 1 in the back. It's 3 of them, jump out squad. And they put me in the back of handcuffs. He's like, damn, man, why y'all arrest me, man? Like, he said he thought this was behind him selling to an undercover, him doing a hand-to-hand sale, and them seeing the hand-to-hand sale. They told him, you'll know more when you get down to booking. They get him down to booking. They charge him with the drugs he got on him, distribution, several other charges. But then they charge him with robbery. He said, robbery? I ain't robbed nobody, man. I ain't out here robbing. Like, y'all got me messed up, man. I ain't robbed nobody. I ain't even got no gun. Nah, we reported to a crime scene today. And people out there said they seen you go in the man that was dying's pockets and take the money out. Nah, hell no, I ain't do that. He denied it. It irritated and pissed off the people in the neighborhood so much when they seen it. And Philly's not a place where dudes are known for telling. You know what I mean? If you tell in Philly, you got to get your ass about the neighborhood. You can't come back around here. It's just not something that's deemed acceptable. Now, it's a little bit different if you own a store or you're an everyday citizen. But when you got people that are just out there and about like that, just like really out there, and then you got residents out there telling on you, people don't like you. A lot of different people told them his description, his nickname. Somehow they got a hold of his real name. You know how it goes. This person talks, that person talks. Based on what everybody told him they seen from the time the body dropped and him going in the pocket, they charged dude with robbery. Dude would ultimately get sent off to prison on the drug charges. The robbery charge did stick. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is also a commonwealth, meaning if they got a statement, they can convict you off that statement. Don't need a live victim. Don't need nobody to, victim to say you did anything. If they got a statement off of others, the Commonwealth will pick up the charges. So he ultimately got sent off to prison for taking money out of a man's pockets that had already been shot, that laid there and died in front of him. But you know how Philly is. For anybody out Philly, you know how it is. Mind your business. Stay out of it. Don't be messing with that dude right there. Leave that boy alone, man. Start trying to help him, and whoever was popping off shots comes around the block. Your ass might, they spin the block. Your ass might get shot too. Best thing, I guess they figured they could tell him to do was, hey, go over there and die, man. Don't come over here. He tried to, man, this is how I feed my family. This, bro, you 18 years old, just getting ready to turn 19. What you talking about feed your family? Yeah, crazy, man. To think that somebody could shoot me a bunch of times. I run up on a group of guys for help. Like, hey, help me, I've been shot. And they do like this. Hey, nah, get from over here. Go over there. And when you die, I'm going to go in your pockets and take your money. Let's get into the next one. I don't believe I've ever spoke. I know I never spoke on the last story. I don't believe I spoke on the next story. If I have, I have. But I don't think I have. I remember on my very last bid, man, the bid that sent me away, I was sitting in the jail and I'm watching TV. And we had a local gun store around here at the time that had been broke into. Dudes cut a hole through the back wall. Like literally cut a hole through these center blocks, went inside, stole a whole bunch of assault rifles, a whole bunch of pistols. They're showing the camera feed on the news. Anybody know who these guys are? Talking about all these guns that are missing. So we're looking, everybody's watching the news. We don't have TVs in ourselves, it's in the pod. Everybody's watching the news like, damn, somebody hit a lick. Like, man, they're saying these dudes got AKs, AR-15s, all different calibers of pistols. Like, man, somebody out there bitch is strapped. And it was a group of 5 guys. Like, you seen them clear as day. All their faces were covered. And you seen them on the video camera smashing the cases, getting the guns, taking the bolt cutters and cutting the cables and pulling the assault rifles. They even went to the extent of busting the locks off the ammo cabinets and getting the ammo and extra clips that go to it Meanwhile, this is way back in the day, man. This alarm is going off at this store, but it's not like linked to no security place. So the only way a cop or somebody would know that the store is being burglarized is if they rode by and they heard the alarm going off in the building, right? Kind of dies down in the news. You don't hear much more about it. That's how it goes. You know, you hear about the crime. If ain't no arrest made right away, you don't hear nothing else about it, even when it comes to homicides. We get a Spanish dude in our pod, and this Spanish dude does not speak very much English, but he speaks enough English to where you can understand what he's trying to say. But it's more, he takes English and mixes. When he doesn't know the English word, he'll add a Spanish word. So sometimes it's hard to communicate with dude. He kicks it with all the other Spanish dudes, man. He's with the Chicos, just doing what the Chicos do. They sit in the pod all day long and watch Telemundo. For all my Spanish dudes, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. These dudes love Telemundo. Like, they got one TV that strictly stays on the Spanish channel. It's Telemundo. So this dude comes in, I'm telling y'all about, man, and he sits with these other Spanish dudes all day long. And when I say Spanish, that means just if you speak Spanish in general, that's what you're called when you're in the jail. You're Spanish or you're Chico. We get another dude in the pod, and all of a sudden, the Spanish guy, then when this new guy comes in, this black guy comes in, the Spanish guy goes to the guards and poof, he's gone. Disappears like smoke. Where the hell did the Spanish guy go? Ain't nobody saying nothing. Nobody really knows. He went and talked to the guards. They came in and packed his stuff up during count, and now he's gone. Asked some of the other Spanish guys, hey, what's up with your homeboy? Man, where your homeboy go? I don't know. You don't know? No, not my problem. I don't know. All right. Later that day, the new dude comes out and is asking everybody, so dude ran off, huh? Dude just saw me and packed his shit and ran. Yeah, wow, what's up? Y'all got beef or something? Which is common. I've had it happen. It's very common to run into somebody in the jail that you might have had beef with. He said, nah, I know dude, man. Dude worked with one of my homeboys and got us all locked up. Got y'all locked up. He snitched on y'all? Kinda, sorta, yeah. That's exactly what he did. What he snitched on y'all for? Y'all seen the gun store robbery where guns got stole? And it's amazing how stupid some people are, because to any of us he told this, anybody that wanted to be the police and go tell and get their, get out of jail free card, that was a perfect opportunity, because dudes just like to talk too much. He tells us the Spanish dude story, man. And you can't make this shit up. The Mexican guy works with one of his homeboys, wherever his homeboy, and his homeboy is a black dude, works with one of his homeboys wherever he works at. They get this bright idea that they're gonna rob this gun store, but they need somebody that can help them cut through this wall, somebody with a truck. Talk to the Spanish guy. The Spanish guy's like, yeah, I got a concrete saw. For y'all know what a concrete saw is, it's just a saw with a big ass round blade on it. Spanish guy's on deck. Hey, yeah, we get guns, get money. I need the money, need the money. They go up there, they rob the gun store, get all the guns, right? They get a call one night of a guy sitting in a pickup truck with the truck running, and somebody thinks he's dead. Cops proceed to the location, walk up on the truck, and there's the Spanish guy. Beer cans all in the truck, empty liquor bottle in the console. He's drunk. In this parking lot, passed out at the wheel, completely annihilated, unconscious. So the cops, sir, you okay? Bang on his window. They keep banging on his window. He's not waking up. He's passed out drunk. Eventually take out the little baton, hit the window because the vehicle's running, man sitting in it. They don't know if he's dead. They break out the window, reach in, unlock the door, open the door, reach in, turn the truck off. He wakes up. First thing he says when he wakes up, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it's you all right? You all right? It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. We steal the guns. I'm sorry. He starts apologizing for something about some stolen guns. In the course of them taking him to jail on this being drunk driving charge, he's not comprehending that the reason they're at his truck and just broke his window is because he was passed out at the wheel. He thinks they're at his window and just broke his window out and are messing with him because of the stolen guns. He goes on to tell them that he was part of the stolen gun heist. That this is my truck, I have guns, I have guns. They find some of the guns behind the seat. He then tells them who was with him and where a lot of the guns can be found. The cops were so hot on these dudes and so down on them looking for these guns that they couldn't move them fast enough. And at the time, we had this like ferry on the James River down here called the Annabelle Lee. It's a big ass party boat, very old, looks like something from like the Civil War days, but it's been converted to like a party boat. You go on there, you know, eat dinner with your wife, drink liquor, drink, you know, champagne, and it goes all the way around in a big ass circle. It takes a couple hours until it gets back to where this port is, right? Down off Dock Street. You know, Richmond cats know where it's at. These guys can't get rid of the guns, man, so they just go out there one night and start chucking these bitches off the side of the dock, right into the water. The cops go out there and send divers down looking for the guns, and sure enough, they start finding these AR-15s. Start finding these AK-47s. Found other things that had been discarded over time because it's been a long time since they went out there searching. Tommy guns that had been thrown. Stolen cars that had been driven off the side of the pier, off of Dock Street, right into the water. Safes that couldn't be opened down in the bottom, still had all their contents in it. I guess dudes got tired of beating on them bitches and just threw them off the side of the dock. And then they found all those stolen guns, man. Old boy should have just went to jail for a DUI, a DWI, driving while impaired, driving under influence. But due to his stupidity, being inebriated and not realizing what was going on with the situation, I guess he figured, shit, we're caught. They're gonna search the vehicle and find these guns. He came clean. There are some dumbass people in this world. First of all, breaking into a gun store is not the brightest idea. That's not something they're just gonna stop questioning about. That's something they're gonna put a hard work into until they find out. They would have probably found out eventually who did it either way. But dude was so drunk that he just did all the work for him. Asadi. I don't know what ended up happening with the Mexican dude. I don't know if he ended up doing any time. I damn sure know he was an idiot. I damn sure know he told on everybody. And I'm pretty sure everybody else went to prison. I see my head's on swivel. We got people around. Like I said, man, there's some stupid people in the world. For all you want to be criminals, you guys that are going to get, you know, money however you get it. Remember this. You have to get lucky every single time you go out there. Every single time your ass decides to break the law or commit a crime, you got to get lucky and get away with it. All the police got to do is get lucky once. You know, they say crime don't pay. It doesn't. I've met guys that had serious money while locked up. I've met guys that were millionaires that were sitting in prison, and that money couldn't save them. And you better believe that after sitting in there for a few years, they'd hand over that entire bank account to go home. There is no price you can put on your freedom. There's nothing more precious than your life. Don't throw it away behind stupid decisions. Don't do something dumb like the boy in the first story. He looked at it like, man, old boy don't need that money, he's dead. But at the same time, what type of person does it take to go in a dead man's pockets and take money out? I can get why they didn't help the dude. I've spent a lot of time on Philly. I get it. I understand it. I'm from the streets. I understand. Not saying it's cool, but I get it. But to rob his pockets, that still blows my mind. With a Spanish dude, hadn't been in trouble before, decided to jump on board with his lick to get these guns and get this money. He probably didn't make a bunch of money, if he made any at all. You might be able to sell 1 or 2 guns, but if you ain't got somebody willing to buy all of them, you're going to get caught with the rest. I'm sure when they ran up in them dudes' houses, each and every one of them kept something personal. And they got a gun charge for every single one of them guns that was stolen, a stolen firearm gun charged for every single one of them guns that was stolen, the breaking and entering, the grand larcenies. When you're done piling up the charges, that's why I said crime don't pay. Think before you act, people. This is, this is chess, not checkers. Think about next week, next month, next year. Think in advance. Before you do something, before you make your next move, question what's going to happen in the future, man. I love this simple life I live. It's crazy to think of the life I used to live. I love this life. Cops walk up and knock on my window right now. I'm going to roll the window down. What's up? Yeah. Grab his registration, insurance, and license. Here you go. Give me my ticket. What up, man? Have a good day. I ain't got those worries no more. I don't have to worry about reacting in the manner that man did. I don't have to worry about being in the jail and got a group of guys that want to kill me because I done told on them. I have to worry about my son not watching things he shouldn't be watching on his tablet. I have to worry about bills and groceries and automobile repairs and payroll, construction company, holding the marriage together. Those are my responsibilities. Those are my worries. Health. I don't worry about going to jail because I don't make stupid decisions. Oh, it is Friday, Friday, Friday. That means it is payday, payday, payday. Gotta get this money. Gotta get my guys paid. So we can clip this short for now. Just wanted to holler at y'all, let y'all know everything is on the up and up. Remember that song, Don't Worry, Be Happy? That's how I try to look at life, man. From all the things going on with the automobiles, to me being sick all week long, my brother getting out of prison and having COVID, my mom and her husband, I'm pretty sure, have COVID because that's who he's staying with. I know that no matter what happens in life, as long as you keep fighting a good fight and you push forward, it's going to be okay. I told y'all, it's not what happens that matters. It's how you react to what happens that matters. These things that we go through day to day, that we call life, that my life is deal with, these are the things that make us who we are. These are the things that build character, that build strength. Being able to push through the hard times when you don't know what to do. Being able to smile through the tears. It's hard to do at times, but that's what it's all about. Seeing the blessings that are all around you when you feel like life is falling apart. Any day that you wake up, you're blessed. Any day that you're not burying somebody or putting somebody in the ground, you're blessed. Always remember that. But anyways, these jails, institutions, detention centers, these prisons, they're all just crazy. We're outside of this already crazy world we live in. And as always, y'all know what I'm doing. Just trying to keep y'all entertained. Oh, you're not entertained? And like always, this is Jay Williams. Let's live life. And to all my real ones, and there are some real ones watching, because y'all still watching me. Man, y'all know how we do. Salute.